No, but you can't see it because it's a close-up. There's close-ups.
That's true, but like if you're ever in full mode, you
Anyway,
going like this.
welcome to the MadGood Knicks Show. I'm Far, Jay, TK, Steph, here to give you all the Knicks news. I have a question for everyone, and this is obviously
Everyone but Jay.
This is obviously a very relevant question. The Knicks traded away Kristaps Porzingis.
You did?
In return, got I know if you've been out of the country for a week, bro, and you're a Knicks fan, you asked.
Yo, imagine for real.
So we cleared a lot of cap space. We have the option to sign 2 Supermax free agents. What is the best case scenario in your eyes? Let's kind of go down the list.
Oh, wait, hold on. The best case scenario.
Time, bro?
Best case scenario. Can we get the camera coming on this one? Can we get a close up on this one? I gotta tell the fans at home what the best case scenario is. Are we watching? The best case scenario would be Kyrie Irving, Kevin Durant, and Zion Williamson with the #1 overall pick, as if we didn't know that.
That's
Bam.
the trifecta.
The holy trinity right there, ladies and gentlemen.
That's interesting. I would argue, and I wouldn't be mad at that. Let me also say that I definitely wouldn't be mad at that. But I would argue having Zion, check.
Yeah.
Kevin Durant, I think we need to get check. And honestly, if we're being honest here, I would be happy with anyone.
I know he's gonna say.
Anyone.
However,
Klay Thompson.
However,
he loves Klay. He loves
if
Klay.
you have the best
he can't even
scorer,
dunk the ball at times.
if you have the best scorer,
If
I
you
ain't
have,
done.
ladies and gentlemen.
I ain't finished. So if you have the best scorer in the NBA, imagine pairing him with the best defender in the NBA, Kawhi Leonard. I think
that's my
would
pick.
be
That's too much
a
firepower.
sick
That's my pick.
lineup.
That's my pick.
And that would be perfect case scenario. That'd be perfect case scenario.
I agree.
You've been complaining we need a point guard this whole time.
Yeah, I don't know.
What are you
You know
talking
what?
about?
After Dennis Smith Jr. scores 26 and 31,
Oh,
Dude,
boy,
Kawhi
and
and
8
KD?
assists.
Yeah, of course. Ideally, yeah. I don't think that would work. I just don't for some reason.
I disagree.
I think both guys
wholeheartedly.
want to be the star.
I think
Kyrie has.
both guys right now would work phenomenally together.
Oh,
Yeah, but I don't think it would be either of their first
They have
choice.
such a different game, though.
They do, but I think Kawhi at this point in his career wants to be that guy. I think he wants to go to LA and really put himself on the map. The Raptors were already established at this point. You know, Kyrie has had that little brief experience being the guy, and it's kind of backfired on him. That's why you see a lot of backtracking. You know, he was apologizing to LeBron James, this and that. I think you pair him with the Kevin Durant, who also seemingly wants to be that guy. I think that works. Of course, I would love.
I don't think he's mentally strong
but
enough
that's
for the city, though.
Yeah.
Don't say that, bro.
Because
Why? Because we need him.
I think it's more of a feels good in terms of having that name on paper and having someone with that much like stardom being able to come to New York City and truly revive everything. But God,
So who's mentally prepared to go? Because I don't think any of those top free agents are.
I think Kawhi's mentally prepared.
I don't think so.
I don't think there's anything mentally going on.
Right, I don't think
I think not in a bad way.
Not
I
in a
think
bad
he's
way,
just
yeah.
so agnostic about everything that he's just.
I think that could be a good thing.
Yo,
in New
can
York
we
City.
cue some
That
of
could
those
be a good
laughs?
thing.
Man?
I just can't give you a whole spiel. I don't even know where you're sitting at.
He's right there.
Yeah, the boss is there. You go.
Oh my god.
I don't picture that.
Yeah, the worst part about his
God.
laugh though is he's not smiling when he laughs. That's the worst. So he's like, and it's just serious. He goes like,
Those muscles are mad.
it's crazy, bro. It's like the
interesting.
smile comes
my
after the laugh.
God, yeah.
Usually people
Facts.
smile and laugh simultaneously.
Yeah.
He laughs before he smiles.
The one that type of guy. But yo, I just have one thing to add about that. I think Kawhi is aware that he cannot win another championship without
Why?
a star player. Kawhi
Kawhi.
is convinced that
Oh, Kawhi.
Kawhi Leonard
Gotcha.
knows that he can't win a championship without another Tim Duncan or KD.
You
for
think
that
so?
matter. I don't think he's the man. I don't think he can be the man.
You don't think Kawhi Leonard
In a
is the man?
championship team? No, he is, but he needs a firepower like Durant.
Ooh,
I don't think
know,
he needs
man.
it, but still, I
think
think
he
he
could
would
be the guy.
gladly accept it.
Oh, of course.
I just feel like the two
think-
of them in New York, oh my.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Kyrie is 100%, right? Coming,
Right,
okay?
Yeah.
Who do you think is the better person to pair with, Kawhi or KD? Who's better for New York?
I don't want Kyrie Irving, to be honest.
It doesn't matter. I already asked you.
I know.
You know,
already
I would
said-
say Kawhi because he has more IQ and could generate more assists. Kyrie
But
is
you guys
really
just
a
said he has
pass-first
nothing
point
going on
guard.
with
That's
Wait.
why.
Over
No,
KD?
but in
No,
a good
I would
way.
do
No.
KD or Kawhi over KD or Kyrie.
No, listen. Kyrie is already signed with the Knicks.
Okay.
He's already our point guard. next
And
season,
who would be best, right?
Who would be better to bring
Right.
along with him, KD or Kawhi?
I'd say Kawhi to kind of counterbalance what Kyrie doesn't offer.
Okay.
Maybe,
really
but
that defense.
maybe, but if
It's
I
always
had,
yin and a yang. It's always that balance.
if I had to put money on it, I would choose KD.
And if anything, if
I'm-
you listen
I'm-
to Coach Fizz, he's always preaching defense.
KD is an MVP
I
of this
agree with
league.
that.
I mean, you know, he's
Yeah, but
arguably a top 5 defensive player too. I mean, guys,
Yeah,
come
yeah.
on.
That's
Kawhi
what
is
I'm
great.
So
but
here we go. I'll put this one out there.
Interlocking
This is a little
toes.
crazy. Yo, to answer your question though.
We like
to-
crazy
to answer your
dogs.
question.
El pollo loco.
So this one's a little bit out there, but if you
love
got
out there.
Kyrie Irving,
Yes.
and you're drafting Zion Williamson, who's going to presumably play the 4.
Okay.
Yes.
Kevin Knox presumably will get better next
Play
season and
6
play
man.
the 3. Presumably. So those are our forwards. And you got Kyrie Irving. You got a shooting guard spot that's open.
Oh, I told you he was bringing it up.
Perhaps.
I told
perhaps,
you. Perhaps
Klay
Klay Thompson. So you're saying you're willing to go into next year with Kyrie Irving, Klay Thompson, Kevin Knox, Zion Williamson, and DeAndre Jordan?
That's
I'm sorry,
not
I'm not happening.
That's not
I don't
That's
know,
not-
man. I wouldn't hate
Klay
that.
is a second scorer, second
Yeah.
guy on the team at
I
best. And
From what we see, because he's playing.
there's no way he's going to
with
show
2
up and
MVPs.
be like,
I'm scared that he's a system player.
yeah, that
he's
too.
a system player? I don't
Bro,
know,
he
man.
came into
I'm
this
scared.
season 0 for
He's-
9,000
I
from
know,
3.
but still, are we
He
just
was
gonna?
0 for 9,000 from
He also
3,
broke
bro.
the
Like,
record the same season, too.
he did, but come on, bro. Like,
I don't know,
God
man.
forbid we sign Klay Thompson. We're like, ooh, we got Klay Thompson now. He's a star of our team. He comes in next
But he's
season
not
0
though.
for
Kyrie
9,000
Irving will be
again.
the star of our team.
Yeah, I know, but you signing Klay Thompson to his max deal. Best believe he better be putting up 30 a night for us.
I don't know about 30, but I think.
Bro, he has KD and
Zion.
Curry, and he's putting up 22. This man better be putting up 30 without both of those guys.
Yeah, no, it's a possibility.
But again,
know if
I
he's-
think, again, like you said, a system, a product of the system. He gets so many open looks because they have to guard KD. They have to guard Steph. They have to guard Dre. Never mind. They have to guard KD and Steph. You know, so he's able to flow off those picks at the screens they set for him and hit those wide open jump shots.
But he hits
I don't know
them.
he can
I
do
don't
that
know
in
if
New
they're
York.
wide open though either. Like this, don't discount this kid's shooting.
I'm not
last
discounting.
last year he was literally like a better shooter than Steph Curry.
Yes,
the year
because
before
Steph
that, he was a
Curry
more
gets
pure
defended
shooter.
better than Klay Thompson does.
I know, but still, just his mechanics.
I don't know. I'm
Curry
weary-
can
hitting
create
a
his own
3.
shot over Klay.
I'm
That's-
just
that's the
weary of
advantage.
signing.
I said Curry can create his own shot. Klay has a more difficult time doing that. That's why.
Again,
he's more of a
but
system
I mean
player.
that could be the system part. The fact
And-
that he doesn't have to take any dribbles.
But okay, but
He doesn't-
you're
he doesn't
highly,
need to.
That's what I'm worried about KD and Kyrie because they're not really like look for your other guys type of players. They're
That's not
really
true
assist-
now.
But
KD can pass the ball.
alright, well, KD's playing with like fucking I guess. But
I mean, it's going to be interesting to
if
see from
KD's
all
leading
aspects.
assists on our team, that's a problem. I think that's a problem.
You're
You know
right,
what I'm saying?
but you can make the argument for any. I think it's just going to be telling next year. I hope that Klay decides to leave the Warriors because I am so curious because he's been an enigma. You know, the league has never seen anybody like him. He's put up 60 points on 8 dribbles. Like, that's insane. You know what I mean? I am so curious what he can do with the ball in his hands. Because if he has to be the go-to guy on a team that offers him a max contract, I personally think it's going to backfire and blow up in his face. I don't think he is that go-to guy. You know, we've seen him, again, catch and shoot kind of guy. You know, no dribble, just pull up jump shots. And I just really, I'm having second thoughts about signing Klay Thompson to a max deal.
How you really feel.
Yeah, I don't want Klay and I don't want Jimmy
I
Butler.
wholeheartedly understand where you're coming from, and I just wanted to put that thought out there of a backcourt like Kyrie and Klay Thompson. Like that's not to be messed with.
Also,
Okay.
another unrestricted DeMarcus Cousins. I know he's a character issue, but how would you feel? Or even, let's say he took a
DeMarcus
discount.
Cousins?
Yeah.
I'd say absolutely not.
Why not? Simply
You
just
want to
because
talk
of the
about
character?
KD mentally
No,
strong
Because,
enough?
look,
Boogie ain't mentally strong enough to stay on the court long enough to like make a factor.
like The reason is because one, AD falls out of the picture. We've already seen that fail. DeMarcus and Anthony Davis, and I don't think.
I think that was a success. It was a matter of fact of an injury happening.
I just
but I
don't
still
think
don't think
DeMarcus Cousins would go from the worst franchise in the NBA to the worst franchise in the NBA.
Yeah.
The Kings and the Knicks.
If he getting paid, bro, you never know.
I don't know, man.
He took a 1-year, $8 million deal just to prove it and stick it to everybody.
5.
Damn.
Yo, like,
Damn, he took less than I thought he did.
Players coach,
Yeah.
right? We know Fizz to be a player's coach, and I feel like they might butt heads him and DeMarcus unless, like, I don't know.
On the contrary, he might not.
Or
Maybe
he might not.
Fizz
It could
is
be
the
a
one.
great fusion, but it could not be. But that's
If
what
I'm the
worried.
Knicks, and as we know the management to be, they seem a lot smarter than previous regimes. I don't think they take a gamble on a guy like Cousins.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
We're trying to build something here.
Someone
we kind
who
of don't
really
want to take a
wants to
step
be
back.
here. So far, we know
Unnecessary
this
drama,
much. We know
maybe.
Kevin Durant wants to be here. We know Kyrie Irving has hinted at wanting to be here.
Butler has hinted at wanting to be here.
No.
Yeah, still Butler
Keep
counts.
his wants aside.
Like, yo, Butler
Butler's a cancer.
is the gasoline on the Knicks fire. Like, you want to stay as far away from that as possible, right?
slowly going out, and he just ignite that.
bueno.
Yeah. Oh my God, it'd be a mess.
1-on-7, right?
It's a hurricane inside MSG's locker room.
So what's
Global
your final
warming.
pick, T, of duos to go out of any potential free agents?
Kemba Walker and Jimmy Butler.
Yo,
No,
no
I was just
disrespect
joking,
to
I'm just
Kemba.
joking.
Like, I wouldn't.
I love Kemba,
For the
bro.
hometown thing, I would love Kemba and KD.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think there's any other situation where I would like be extremely happy with Kemba. If I'm being selfish.
I'll take
selfish.
Kemba and Kawhi as a backup
That's
plan.
actually
That's a
yeah.
really good
I'll
deal.
take
that
Kemba
is-
and
that
Kawhi,
is-
man.
I like that.
Kemba's a dog. He's a New York legend. We love the guy. My only thing is, you know, he's going to be 30 soon. He's just a little bit older than us, and a max contract for a guy like that, you know,
It's a tough one,
It is
yeah.
a tough one, you know. So if I'd take Kemba and Kawhi as a fallback plan. But listen, if we can just get one of those guys, if we can get KD and Zion, you know, as a draft pick, and we promise KD that we'll trade for a Damian Lillard, maybe. You know, we have 7 draft picks within the next 7
Who
first-round
the
draft
hell
picks.
knows?
within the
After
first
3
5 years.
finals MVPs, like, Kevin Durant might want to pull a LeBron. Like, I'm just going to come here and, like, let's
Retire.
try to make this work.
Yeah, no, that would be amazing. But I would still be scared that we don't have enough talent. So you see what they're doing with LeBron. I mean,
Yeah.
LeBron's over here fishing for anybody he can get, bro. He's willing to sell the whole field. So
But KD is also not that type of personality. I think he would genuinely be like, I've accomplished what I need to accomplish, and kind of a cheap boy, whatever. He's accomplished all that. He's just gonna come to his team to like, let's build this up together.
Yeah.
Like I'm here for what you guys need me for.
And a small side note to that, the Knicks did recently say that they were willing to keep DeAndre Jordan past this year. So that
point,
already
which is
fills
awesome.
our center
Yeah.
spot. And rumor has it, which we know of to be true, DJ and Kevin Durant are really good friends.
Yep.
So I think that also goes into their mindset a little bit when they're trying to lure a potential free agent in KD.
I have something to bring up. I'm kind of like
what are you
grateful
gonna
for
tell us?
Kanter in hindsight that I'm sure he knew he was gonna get cut, but like that he told us that
Kiss the
there's a
garden
big
floor,
signing
man.
coming. You know what I'm saying? He
Yeah.
told us that something's gonna come. So I think
Yeah.
maybe that's like later in the future we'll realize maybe as a gift to New York that he kind of.
Yeah, shout out to Kanter.
Yeah,
Just
one time
Thank
shout
you,
out
brother.
to Kanter. Good point.
You know what I mean?
We gotta
he
pay
told
homage
us,
to
and I don't think
Kanter.
he needed to tell us, but he did. At least that was some sort of transparency. And if it ends up happening, then like even more props.
You know what? One thing I like about Canada, though, in the midst of all of this going down, you knew this whole riff and beef was strictly just basketball. Like he wanted to play, and you can't discredit a guy for wanting to be out
I think
there
the
on
most
court.
telling sign is that he walked up to almost get subbed in, and the coach literally like
Yeah,
stopped him in his
that
tracks.
was unfortunate,
And
though.
very unfortunate, but he walked it off, and they joked
Laughed
about
it, yeah.
it. Like everyone was laughing about it. Man, could you imagine if that was DeMarcus Cousins?
Oh my God. But throughout all this, Kanter remained the same. He thanked the fans. He thanked the organization. He said no hard feelings. He loves the city. He loves the fans. Even throughout all of this. And I think that's how you have a proper separation. And this was strictly over basketball. You know what I mean? There was no off-the-court issues the Knicks had with Kanter. There was no, locker room issue, whatever. It was just a strictly, I want to play basketball, and I don't fit this team right now, and we don't want you to play here. So big ups to him.
It's rare to say that a Knicks player gets on his knees to kiss the Knicks floor.
Yeah, I've never
That was the
seen
thing of beauty, yeah.
I haven't seen that.
That was the
Very
thing of
rare
beauty.
to see
remember the
that.
last
So
time I saw it.
I don't think he did that with OKC.
Yeah.
if I recall.
Ooh, why you gotta bring that up?
Sorry,
They
but
gonna come for us
I'm
now.
just telling you guys.
They
You
gonna
know?
come for us.
I wish him nothing but the best,
Same.
and really do hope that he finds a good team and
Appreciate
succeeds.
the double doubles, baby.
Yo, it's amazing though, if you really think about it, bro, how we have so much love for Carmelo Anthony and what he did, despite it not working out. You know how much love we had for him, how much love we had for a guy like Enes Kanter. If we were able to rewind 2-3 seasons ago, there's no way we would have said we had this falling out with KP like this. We would have swore to you that his jersey would have been hanging in the rafters one day. He would have been our guy, the greatest Knick of all time and stuff. So
He was
just
painted on the Empanology mural.
Mural, yeah.
Mural.
and he's
Mural.
still there. And yeah, so just goes to show you how fast
Do
things
you
change in the
think
NBA.
Maybe he's still kind of held that deep down, all the boos he got. He's like, I'm just gonna use this as the biggest stage, showcase my talent, and fuck you guys.
That
I'm
never
not-
I don't know,
his
but
heart,
I don't
you know
think
that for a
he.
fact.
That, can you imagine?
Yeah.
Like maybe he's just an evil genius, methodical.
I mean, it backfired on his bum ass. He still doesn't have a contract. His knee's still hurt.
I don't know.
That
Mark
would be-
Cuban
Yo,
is on Shark Tank, so
Speaking of players leaving,
he'll
but,
invest, he'll
yo,
invest.
shout out again to Carmelo Anthony for he went through hell
Yeah.
with the Knicks organization, and he came out, never spoke badly about the fans,
Never.
organization.
Yeah, that's true,
He was
Never.
getting booed left and right. Bless
Let it out, man.
Thank you guys. I'm sure someone
Let
out
it
there
out.
blessed.
you. Allergic to my bullshit. What's up, bro?
Come on, don't underestimate
No,
yourself like that.
yeah. Shout out to Carmelo because he kept it professional the whole way through.
Yeah.
Like that
I
is
think that goes
unbelievable.
unstated. Like, we don't talk about that enough, man.
No, not at all. And yes, he got paid, but like he also got us to a 54-win season, and like that's the only love and glory we have as Knicks fans to hang on to right now.
Yeah,
Was
Phil
he on
Jackson
the
ran
Muriel
his name
as
through the
well?
mud.
Yep.
Was he on the Muriel?
The Muriel. Yeah, he was on the
Melo?
Muriel.
Mello?
Yeah, I agree. Nah, what's right's right. It's like Melo was a classy guy. You know, you rarely have superstars that are really classy that stay clean. And that draft class from LeBron to Melo or even Wade, but like Melo is much closer to home being part of the Knicks.
That's the first time I heard you call him a superstar. Just want to say that.
But just a superstar in the sense of like what he means to the fans, like his longevity with the.
Like what he means to you as well, right?
Of course.
All right, just because I wasn't a fan of Melo's
Oh,
play on the
you
court
weren't?
doesn't mean that I'm not a fan of him as a person.
I know. I'm just
You know what I'm
messing
saying?
with you. We love Mel.
But anyway, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I know.
whatever. I lost my train of thought. Thanks, TK.
You're welcome.
Let us know in the comments what you guys think about this.
Don't do me like that.
Thanks for tuning in. This is the MadGood Knicks Show. Peace.
Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da.
When Steph
Mad
finds his
Good.
thoughts, he'll bring it back. Don't worry.
Wait. But one more
But wait,
thing.
there's more.
There's more that I forgot to say.